Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you for your leadership. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to support H.R. 1, the most important bill and the priority for this Congress. When I came to Congress, I made it my mission to spread the word about the Permian Basin, the heartbeat of American energy, the largest secure supply of oil and gas. I'm incredibly proud to represent the men and women of the Permian Basin who have revolutionized the way we produce energy in order to provide us with an incredible national security and economic asset. Unfortunately, President Biden has demonized the very people that I represent. He has demonized the people of West Virginia and Pennsylvania. From his policies like killing the Keystone XL pipeline and shutting down drilling permitting, but however, begging foreign dictators to produce more oil, his rhetoric, literally promising to end fossil fuels, he has used every tool in the toolkit to build a bureaucracy that is completely obsessed and opposed to killing American energy. His policies have driven energy costs and inflation through the roof. You're going to hear a lot of information, and I'd like to speak directly to the American public today. You're going to hear a lot of misinformation about the Inflation Reduction Act, which did nothing to curb inflation. Energy policies by this administration have increased the cost for American families. Americans are being forced to pay 40% more on gasoline since the president took office, 20 to 30% more on their electricity bills. And it's all in the name of a climate crusade, which can't even come close to what the Permian Basin and other producing areas in this country have done to reduce harmful emissions and provide affordable and clean, reliable energy. In fact, I spoke to the president of IPAA yesterday. What we just heard was that the independent producers of America support Democrat policies. That couldn't be further from the truth. I asked them that. They said no. Industry was not consulted. Over the past 10 years, we've brought down methane emissions by almost 15%. No government mandate could come close to that. And we're only beginning to tap into the incredible asset that is liquefied natural gas. Not only is it good for our economy, but it's good for the environment. We heard this when we took this committee, the Energy and Commerce Committee, on the road, and we talked to Mayor Blong in Midland, Texas. We heard this from the producers. And likely today, we're going to continue to hear about big oil, the big oil boogeyman that doesn't actually exist. The truth is, and I'd like to face my Democrat friends, colleagues on the other side of the aisle, and tell you what the IPAA told us and what they continue to tell us. 90% of our energy is produced by small, independent producers, companies that have 10, 20, 30 employees. Big oil? You're talking to the people of West Virginia when you say that. When Democrats in this administration blame big oil, they're talking about my district. H.R. 1, the Lower Energy Cost Act, is a complete rejection of the Biden administration's anti-energy policies that have been aimed at workers throughout this country for 2 years. We're fighting back. We want to produce American-made oil. We want to boost American products in order to reduce inflation. I'm extremely proud to have worked on this legislation that includes my bill to reduce taxes on natural gas. This is just the beginning, and House Republicans are going to follow through on our commitment to the American public, on our commitment to American families.
I yield the gentleman 30 more seconds.
The gentleman's recognized for 30 seconds.
Passing H.R. 1 is just the beginning. The American public put their trust in Republicans under Speaker McCarthy and Chair McMorris Rodgers to lower cost. And that's exactly what we're going to do by boosting American production instead of siding with Russia, Iran, and China. I urge my colleagues to stand with America to pass H.R. 1. With that, I yield back.